Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm back to break down this 8-game NBA DFS slate on DraftKings. Before we get into it, if you do enjoy the content at any point in this video, if you could please leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, I would greatly appreciate that. And I do offer further content, premium content over on Patreon, linked below in the description. If you are interested in some further content from me, you get access to my premium projections, core plays, data stats, all of that fun stuff, all in a color-coded sheet to help you just dig through the data in a quick and orderly fashion at a much more affordable price than these other big websites. Check that out if interested. With all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and start breaking down this slate today. If you're a frequent visitor, this one is going to be kind of a quick breakdown video. I got to get through this pretty quick, a little shorter on recording time, so my apologies if you like the in-depth breakdown. Typically, we're going to have to get through this one pretty quickly, but Houston taking on Charlotte, the first game on the slate. Right now, this game comes in with a 220.5 over-under with a 1.5 point spread in favor of the Houston Rockets. So I'm expected to be, a rather slow-paced game, and we're not really dealing with a lot of injuries in this one. So I'm not really sure that I'm looking to go to anyone in this one. Devontae Graham is listed as questionable. He was out last game, which bumped up LaMelo Ball into the rotation, and we also saw some more minutes for a guy like Terry Rozier, some more usage as well. So keep an eye on that one because we could continue to see LaMelo Ball start. The only problem is he's priced all the way up to 8.3 now, whereas we were paying 7.8 for him, and he could put up about 38 DraftKings points. So he's really going to have to get you, 50 plus, which he's more than capable of doing, but paying a much bigger price tag for him now than you were previously. And this game's not exactly the fastest pace, guys. So Oladipo, Gordon Hayward, John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, all these guys are priced up. If I'm picking my favorite guy in this game, it would be John Wall at his price tag at 7.4. I would continue to fade. Well, it's DeMarcus Cousins and John Wall. Victor Oladipo, I'm fading. John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins are really the two options I'm going to. So John Wall is the first guy at 7.4, and then DeMarcus Cousins with no Christian Wood at 7.1 continues to be an interesting option. He's priced up, but for good reason. This guy's capable of giving you 50-plus DraftKings points in a starting role every single time he takes the floor. So moving further along, Washington taking on Chicago. This game right now comes in with a 237.5 over-under with a 2-point spread in favor of the Chicago Bulls. So expected to be a very fast-paced game, guys. 237.5 over-under is going to treat you well. So going to have a lot of interest in this one. Westbrook is listed as questionable. And Coach Scott Brooks said that he may be available. So I'm not sure. On back-to-backs and stuff, how they're handling Westbrook. If he's out, we're going to love Bradley Beal. If he's in, we're going to like both of these guys. We're going to like everyone that's in this game, guys, at the fast-paced game, bottom line. Otto Porter Jr. continues to be out. We're going to like Denzel Valentine for value now. Alex Len got the start last time for Washington, so keep an eye on that one. He didn't really have the greatest game, but if he continues to see a lot of minutes, we're going to like him. And yeah, we're looking to Denzel Valentine on the Chicago side. We're looking to maybe a Patrick Williams, Rui Hachimura, Kobe White, all these guys priced up that we know we're getting minutes. We're going to like Thaddeus Young, Zach LaVine. My top priorities in this game are definitely going to be the star players, so we're going to really love Bradley Beal, Zach LaVine, Russell Westbrook on this slate today. So be getting them in your lineups. Toronto taking on Memphis. As far as the Vegas lines are concerned in this one, this game comes in with a 224.5 over-under with a 2.5 point spread in favor of the Toronto Raptors. So not nearly as fast-paced game that we just discussed in the previous game. But OG Anunoby continues to be out, which continues to make us like this Toronto rotation because they're predictable minutes. So we got Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, Kyle Lowry, Norman Powell, and then Chris Boucher. Those are really the only options you're looking to play. They're the only ones in the rotation, but that's a good thing because it's predictable. Chris Boucher being the most volatile, option as far as minutes are concerned, but Powell, Kyle Lowry, Pascal Siakam, and Fred VanVleet are all viable options. I'd be throwing all these guys in all my lineups and feeling pretty comfortable with it if I'm playing multiple lineups, just filling in, whatever positions are available with these guys. Based on your roster construction and stuff, we mentioned we're going to want to play a Bradley Beal, a Zach LaVine, a Russell Westbrook in that previous game we just talked about. So throwing in the forward and Pascal Siakam or Fred VanVleet at the 2 guard or the point guard makes some sense, alongside Norman Powell at the shooting guard or small forward position. Brandon Clark continues to be out on the Memphis side, which is going to open up some more minutes for Gorgie Jang, which is going to make him a very interesting option. Very good fantasy point per minute producer. He just needs the minutes. And DeAnthony Melton continues to be out as well, which is going to open up a few more minutes for Tyus Jones. Pretty deep rotation in Memphis still. You could be playing a Grayson Allen at 3-7 as a value play if you'd like to go there. But overall, more interest on the Toronto side, more predictable. Memphis is going to be a little more spread out in their minutes. Minnesota taking on Dallas. Luka Doncic comes in at 11K. This game comes in right now with a 222.5 over-under with a 9-point spread in favor of the Dallas Mavericks. So expected to be a blowout on this one. And, Dallas expected to run away with this one pretty easily, which is to be expected because the Dallas side, Minnesota's not exactly the greatest team, so and D'Angelo Russell is questionable, so I'd expect this game to be a pretty good blowout. Typically speaking, I'm going to have a lot of interest in Luka Doncic. Even though it's going to be a blowout, he's probably going to be the only one doing it. Typically, he's got all the usage in the offense, so Kristaps Porzingis being back does hurt him a little bit, but I still have interest in Luka Doncic. It's just a matter of if we can prioritize him when there's expected to be a blowout and we have these great options in the Washington-Chicago game that we already discussed about. But on the Minnesota side, I'm looking to play Malik Beasley and Anthony Edwards and Naz Reid. These three guys right here continue to see starter minutes with no Karl-Anthony Towns and no D'Angelo Russell. If Karl-Anthony Towns is back, of course, that's going to shake things up. He is doubtful, though, so I wouldn't expect him to be back. So it's really Malik Beasley, Anthony Edwards, and Naz Reid. Those are the three guys I'm looking to. And then Luka Doncic on the other side is the only guy I'm looking to, really. You can play Josh Richardson, who continues to see his minutes climb since being back. And that's the extent of my interest in that one, guys. Golden State taking on San Antonio. This game comes in right now with a 233 over-under with a half-point spread in favor of the the San Antonio Spurs, which is very rare to see a half-point spread. Expect to be a very, very close game and expect to be a fast-paced game. So, once again, another game to have interest in. Washington, Chicago, Golden State, San Antonio are going to be the two games you're going to want to have the most interest in tonight for sure. So, yeah, Steph Curry on the Golden State side, you're going to continue to love him. They continue to deal with injuries in James Wiseman and Kevon Looney. So, I'm going to continue to like Draymond Green. He's bumped all the way up to 6'8" now, but for good reason. He's going to have a lot more rebounding, a lot more assist. This guy's going to have just a ton more responsibility now with these injuries. So, I'm going to like Draymond Green every time out, Steph Curry every time out. DeMar DeRozan, DeJounte Murray at 6'8" at a great price tag. I'm going to like DeJounte Murray for sure in this one, and I do like Keldon Johnson as well at 5'8" with no LaMarcus Aldridge continuing to be out. Just a great game environment. So you're looking to play these guys that are going to get the most minutes. DeMar DeRozan, DeJounte Murray, Keldon Johnson, and then on the Golden State side, it's Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, Steph Curry, and Kelly Oubre. Moving further along, Cleveland taking on Phoenix. This game is going to be very, very slow. I have not seen the Vegas total yet. I'm looking at this live in action with you guys, but I guarantee it's going to be, 216.5 over under. Not good, guys. Not good. And I would expect to not have a lot of interest in any of these guys. We'll see how my final projections grade out, but overall, I'm not going to have interest in this game. If I'm picking my favorite guys, you could play Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson down here with no Jay Crowder continuing to be out, and Dario Saric, and then you could play a Frank Kaminsky at 4-3. But that's about it for me. I'm not looking to play anyone in this game and pay up for anyone. This is going to be very, very slow paced. Not going to waste our time on that one. Milwaukee taking on Denver. This is going to be a great game. Nikola Jokic at the top. It comes in with a 11K price tag. This game comes in with a 229.5 over-under with a 4-point spread in favor of the Milwaukee Bucks. So expect it to be a close game, and I'm going to have a ton of interest in the two studs in this one. Nikola Jokic and Giannis Antetokounmpo. These guys are, if not number 1 and 2, 2 and 3 in fantasy point per minute production behind Luka Doncic. In a competitive game with this game expected to stay close, I absolutely love both of these guys. Jamal Murray is also just questionable right now, so keep an eye on that one. If he misses, we're going to have a lot of interest in Monte Morris, who's going to get the start at the point guard position for this team. Comes in at 5-1 in this one in a fast-paced game. Last time putting up 35 minutes and 30 DraftKings points in his last start. Going to have interest in him, Michael Porter Jr., Will Barton. All of these guys. On the Milwaukee side, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, it's Drew Holiday, and Chris Middleton. Definitely going to have interest in all of these studs in this one. Expected to be close and expected to be fast-paced. Oklahoma City taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James and Anthony Davis are listed as questionable as always, but I expect them to be a full go in this one. I think it's just the classic listed as questionable, but if they are out, we'll have some interest in some of the other guys, but expect it to be a slow-paced game, guys. Only a 217 over-under with a 12-point spread in favor of the Los Angeles Lakers. So I wouldn't be looking too much in this game. I mean, you could play a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and an Al Horford on the Oklahoma City side just because they're going to get all the usage on their team, but that's about the extent. I'm not looking to pay up for Anthony Davis and LeBron James on this slate where there's other studs to pay up for in faster pace games. Yeah, that is my overall breakdown of this 8-game slate on DraftKings. If you enjoyed the content, if you could please leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. That would be greatly appreciated, guys. And then check out my Patreon package links below if you want premium projections, all of that fun stuff. That's all for me. Wish you all the best of luck, and we will see you in the next one.